And the Hokies will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First down here for the offense. The give to the back.
We locked in too, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left side. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found
You're not going to get that all game, fam. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. That might be your one and only time you get that.
They've got the better number beside their name.
And I know he got takeoff too.
Coaching standpoint, they're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
You're not going to get that all game. So
here he comes from inside his own 5.
You don't?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff
yes, you do.
coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
You know you do. Damn, why the fuck these niggas so tired? Bro, this shit cheating, bro. Yeah, that's that font right here.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's Fitzgerald. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And a sweet catch, and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it.
We locked in too, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. He's open on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Still on his feet at the 45. And he breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Trying to get to him. The throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Wants to pass. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Dances away from the heat. And the ball squirted out. Picks up the ball and tries
that shit lucky as fuck, nigga. We gonna make that fuck nigga fumble. Keep running with him.
When you do, you so badly want to get him. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. A run for the quarterback. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
The Gators are marching down the field. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. They're working that left side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. They'll run play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Hawkins. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the 1st. Goes to the option. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Fast motion from the offense. On the ground, it's Hawkins. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, this quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off play action. He's got the tight end. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 45. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Hokies! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true.
They can't fucking block me, man. They hold it every play.
Not sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. The ball pops out. And the defense...
Get the ball!
Gets that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got... trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll run it to the right. Fights off a defender. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Second down coming up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Lagway. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense...
Gonna take a shot at this DB.
Nothing, nigga. You get nothing, country nigga. Shit ass.
There for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Gators line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The give on the inside. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it inside the 15-yard.
Let's go, nigga! Yeah! Told you we ready!
Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And
oh my God!
Good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. Can anyone catch him? The 30. The 20.
Video game shit.
About this offense.
That's video game shit.
First half, getting the score. Now an extra point away from tying this football game going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a
video game shit.
That's how you want to finish a half.
You always get shit like that, though. That's nothing new. That's why I'm not even upset. That don't even bother me.
The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Pulls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
After that last completion, it's second down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and still on his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Explosive run from the Hokie quarterback. He was almost off the Never Never Land the way Michael Vick used to do it.
You can't coach that. He's got it or he doesn't, and that guy's got some serious speed, the ability to outrun people and make it look like they're just in slow motion.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Abrams. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Off the play fake on first down. He fires it out to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll go with a direct snap. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got it, looking for the first down. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Hokies send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He fires one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Gators decide to punt it away. Whoa, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll start this drive with a pass. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fitzgerald. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the tailback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeps it on the bootleg. Dances away to buy time. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Gets it out fast. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokie.
Goofy ass nigga.
They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Using his feet. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Gators will hustle to the line.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They want to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. He's looking to pass. He's got it. Did he get a foot down? He did. It's good for the 2. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Peters. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. He wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. At the 45, on its way. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the gun, the running back has it. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Okada. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Power football with the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back.
Fucking bro.
Great job by the freshman, kept his...
Give me room, they dropping in my pants, and I'm in my pants all day. Like, what the fuck they doing wrong? Knock that nigga shit off, man. Let's go, man.